Hi, I'm Mark, and if you're anything like me, then the other day you downloaded iOS 8 onto your iPhone or your iPad when Apple released it. Apple say iOS 8 is the biggest update to iOS ever, and even though it looks very similar to iOS 7, there are lots of features. Some of them main features, some of them hidden features. So in this first video, I'm going to go through some of the main features of iOS 8 for you guys. So there are lots of main features that Apple boast about iOS 8, so I'm going to go through each of those now. One of the biggest changes that Apple have made is with the keyboards, which you'll notice in most of the apps you use, but in particular when it comes to email and messages. Apple have added a new predictive text bar above the letters, which means as you're typing it tries to guess what word you're going to say. This makes it a lot easier for you to type messages. On top of this, for the first time, Apple are allowing third-party keyboards, which means you can download different keyboards from the App Store and add them onto your phone. One example of this is TouchPal, which lets you draw across the letters for the word you want to spell out. Once you've downloaded a keyboard, it can easily be activated by going to Settings, General, Keyboard, pressing Keyboards, and then finding it in the third-party keyboards list. Next up is the app that everyone expected from iOS 8 when it was announced, and that was the Health app. The Health app packs a lot in, allowing you to potentially record a lot of information about your health. In particular, things like fitness bands are going to easily work with this device so you can keep track of your activities. One particularly useful feature is Medical ID, which allows you to set up a basic profile of your health and emergency contacts, and this can then be accessed from the lock screen if there was an emergency. Of course, the real benefits of the Health app are something that we're going to see over the coming months and years as different companies develop apps and accessories to work alongside it. Apple have also made big changes to the Messages app, and in particular iMessage. The new iMessages don't just allow you to send text, but allow you to send your current location, your ongoing location, voice messages, and photos and video. Apple have also made a lot of improvements to the Photo app. The My Photo Stream album no longer exists because all your photos are more streamlined. There's also a new recently deleted folder to allow you to get back photos if you accidentally delete them. On top of that, there's a new photo editor which allows you to add a lot more effects and make a lot more tweaks to your photos right from the palm of your hand or in your iPad. This feature of course works better on the iPad because you've got a bigger screen to work with when you're editing your photos. Apple are also expanding iCloud in iOS 8 with the addition of iCloud Drive, taking on the likes of Dropbox. iCloud Drive will allow you to share even more files across the cloud, and then you can access them on your Apple devices or through iCloud.com. Apple have also talked about family sharing, where you can share your purchases between different people in your family, which saves the need to purchase games and apps twice, but also allows you to keep your Apple ID. Finally, in terms of main features, Apple have updated the Spotlight search that you can access from your iPhone by swishing down on the main screen. This search no longer just looks for things on your phone, but will also search for information on the internet as well, making it a really good hub if you just want to find out something quickly. So I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you check out my other video where I'm going through some of the smaller updates to iOS 8, and I will see you guys again soon.